Alright, there we'll be going over the step-by-step instructions for reloading 45 ACP. First step you want to do is take and gather your brass, polish it in a tumbler or a polishing device, and then inspect your brass to make sure it's within specifications. You're going to want to take and measure the length of the casing, make sure it's not too short, because from what I hear 45 ACP actually shrinks. The case length of 45 ACP is supposed to be 888 thousandths. You also want to check for splitting and make sure it's not been stepped on or the casing's not, been compromised. And after you've inspected your stuff, you want to take and make sure you gather all your materials. Today I'll be reloading with IMR 800X is the powder I'll be using. The bullets I'm using are Berry's 230 grain round nose. Just pick those up at a local gun shop. And then primers I'm going with, since I'm using the brass actually has small primer pockets, I'm going with the Magnum small pistol primers by CCI. Alright, the second step you want to go with, I guess, is you want to take and install your shell holder, appropriate shell holder for the round you're reloading. Alright, once you install it, you're going to take and the second part of this step is we're going to be decapping and resizing the rounds. So you're going to take and run your press all the way up to a full stroke, and then you're going to turn in your die all the way till it touches the ram, and then you're going to back off a turn and then lock the ring on the outside, or lock the ring on the outside to make sure it doesn't move while you're taking and reloading. After the full length sizer die has been inserted, you're going to then take and actually go through the process of depriming some shells. And resizing rather. First step, you take and insert the shell into the case holder, and then take and gently press down the handle. Then you've taken and decapped and resized a bullet. After you've decapped and resized, you're going to want to check out the pistol, the primer pockets, make sure they're clean. This one right here, as you can tell, is kind of dirty. So we're going to take and use a uniformer, or a pocket uniformer rather. Got this one from Bass Pro. It's a lime, and it's okay. I like to have a electric one like this. Other guys have on YouTube, but I'm a broke college kid, so ball on a budget. Alright, now that we've deprimed and resized some shells, I'd like to do at least 100 or 50 at a time when I can, but for this video we'll just show you a couple. But anyways, you take and apply your primers into this hand primer, and it's textured so that way when you take, and if you don't get them all in there upside down, they'll take and eventually flip over just by a little bit of shaking. And then you apply the top, and then you grab you a clean, or a casing that's been cleaned, the primer pocket's nice and pretty, and then you take and use a little bit of pressure to prime up some rounds. And I can pretty much run through a bunch of casings like this, because this hand primer is just the shit if you ask me. It's made by RCBS, and it's I think probably their mid-grade one. I like it a lot though. Might do a review on it one day. Okay, so I didn't really like taking and charging the cases through the expander die, so I think I'm gonna show you how I usually do it, because this is a lot quicker by breaking it down. I usually take and I'll do at least 50. I'll expand 50 at a time, and then I'll transfer them over to the tray. And once I do 50 or 100 or a couple trays rather, I'll take and gather my funnel and put it on top, and then I'll grab my scooper, and then there's one, there's two, and then there's 3, 4, Okay, so there was 5, and they're on charge. And you just take and add the bullets to the top. And I mean, that's 5, and that's now that you've taken and expanded a full tray of bullets, or 2 or 3 trays rather, if you can. You take and now we're going to take and seat the bullets. And the way you do that is you take and you put your seating die all the way down until it touches the shell holder on the ram on a full stroke, and you back off 3 turns. That's what Lee recommends doing. Now I don't think that's quite right, so because that's a little too much in my opinion. So I'll back it off about 4 turns, and then basically what you're going to do is you're going to take and put your bullet in here, and then you're going to stroke it up to where you think it should be, and then you take and measure it. And once you measure it, you're going to measure the case overall length, and I'm getting 1.312. So I'm looking for 200 thousandths, 1 inch 200 thousandths. So I got to come down about 112 thousandths. So basically, I'm just going to turn in my adjuster to get a little bit more, to push the bullet down a little bit more, and I can probably have to adjust it 2 or 3 times so I get exactly where I want it. That's 1.284. So we'll turn them down a couple more times. All right. Measure it one more time with the vernier caliper here. All right. So 1.236. 36 more thousandths to go. I think that might be it right there. Yeah, that's it. 1.2 on the dot. Okay, so, and you're going to want to take and do this as slow as you can. 1.2, good enough for government work.